Why is it so loud on my side? Who are these two? A lot of people watching this set with me and Vi didn't seem to realize that we were both playing like, well, I don't know about. Yeah. Vi was looking for things that maybe aren't good to even look for against Doro, and that was his main downfall. And then I was playing like trash, and that was my main downfall. My execution was just bad. My neutral was okay. That was probably a punish. Trip guard. EX is a real reversal. That was a nice punish. The two low jabs to get extra charge time too was really good. Jump jab or whatever, jump strong. It's an unusual option. Got the link. I always thought that link was pretty hard, but I labbed it recently and it's not very hard at all. I thought it was like a 1 or 2 frame link, but it's like 3 or 4. You still have to be kind of on point watching for it though. It doesn't give you a whole lot of time to react. Very nice parry. You can parry shoulders low or high. Looked like he went for a throw there. Did Yun. Yun's throw range is very tiny. In fact, you might call it the smallest throw range in the game. The Buki's might be smaller actually. But like it's very easy for a lot of characters to throw Yun from outside his throw range, which is probably what happened there because Yun wasn't point blank. Yun didn't hit with the first frame of his EX upper, so it just got stuffed. It's only invincible until like the first frame. So if you attack it with a meaty that's just not point blank, you can often beat it. Or make it whiff. Both of them jumping. Probably Remy went for instant air far or instant air parry. But that prevented him from going for the air parry when Ken was next to him. Simulating kick doesn't lead to anything if you don't have super. Ooh. It's a good parry. Meaty crouch fierce, what the fuck? It's just the new wave. New meta. Very good punish. Wake up forward walk into throw. That's very aggressive. He was very strongly anticipating Ken to go for some variety of bait on like a wake up attack of some variety. And I don't necessarily mean like an EX uppercut. Just like reversal buttons and whatnot. Nice little Gane combo. Always satisfying that get that whole thing. I have no promises on Kuso games. I don't even know if I want to what I want to play right now. That's about as good as Gane mix-ups can be without using the command grab. The command grab uses up quite a bit of your Gane time, so you'd rather use it late than early. But you only get low strong into uppercut. I mean low strong into dash punch if you get it. If your Gane is fully gone, by the end of your command grab. So you want to get it like pretty deep in your Gane, but not right at the end. Oh, you missed the dash punch at the end. You can do a light dash punch. If you car out, it's easier. The car is off of stand short, so it's literally just quarter circle forward into stand short card to stand jab. Very easy to do. Ooh. Battle Kid 2. That's that safe at that range, I think. So scaling in this game is number of hits rather than number of actions. And dash punch does a lot of hits in Gane combos in juggles. Like obviously we just dash punching in like that, it's not too bad. But if you're doing like dash punch loops, that was a punish. Very good with punish too. He went for a very safe juggle. This young player's mad good. Unfortunately, it's a Remy with like two top tiers who both beat him. It's unfortunate how that always seems to happen. That's nice. That's a hard parry. Or it's a hard parry to anticipate because you have to parry it the opposite direction. And most of the time young players won't do that, since you can't really do it towards fierce on reaction to a jump very well. Uh, nice. He wasted the whole Gane time doing that. That was a very meaty universal overhead. That's Link. Play Ape Escape. I kind of want to play Grandia too. But I'm worried if I start playing, then I'll play it for a while. I don't know how long the game is. I don't think I've ever beaten it. I've gotten pretty deep in it before. Grandia 2 has one of my favorite styles of pro tag. Remy looks really strange when he's getting command grabbed. The movement he does is kind of weird. Grandia 2 has the JRPG pro tag where it's the pro tag already thinks he's hot shit from the very beginning of the game, and the character development is him successfully proving that he's hot shit. Ooh, Tatsu combo. You get a lot more meaty there, but you don't get the same damage as an uppercut. Whoa, Yen had a punish there, no problem. Started Pit has hits crouching opponents. Nice. Oh, well. That was probably a safe dash punch at that range, but it was probably minus, but Yen immediately jumped. A lot of people would be taking a throw there. Very amusing little... Very nice. A lot of characters can dash through twins as they quick stand. It's an annoying thing to have to deal with if you're a twin player, but you get everything else when you're a twin, so... Or I can dash through twins on their quick stand. I do that a lot. Catches most people off guard. I've only ever had one player block it correctly. It was Mester. Or I should say, not block it correctly. I've only had one player block it correctly the first time I pulled it out. Mester was ready for it before I even fucking did it the first time. That's the kind of player Mester is. I played like my A game against Mester. That was height of power bath. Ooh, very nice. Let's kill. Yeah. I mean, how are you going to parry all this? Because you've got to parry the entire super, and then you've got to parry like a whole fucking Tatsu or whatever Akuma chooses to do. Probably hit a juggle there. This is a good ass Akuma player. See, scenarios like that, I'm making a parry video right now for Third Strike. Like, what do you do after this low parry? Like, what do you do as Remy? Crouch Fierce is gonna whiff. Like, you don't have charge. You just low parried. Like, low strong into flash kick, even if it... Like, low strong probably is a punish, but, like, flash kick would whiff, I think, in this context. There's nothing to do except fucking far stand forward. Which is what he did. Remy's so shit in that kind of position. Most characters get much worse parry follow-ups if they're far away. That's, like, a common thing. But Remy's, like, fucking... A lot of characters, you know, suffer more from that than others. Low strong into boom probably wouldn't combo from that far away. I'm not even sure if low strong would have been a punish after the parry. I imagine it would have been. But he didn't have charge, yeah. And it would have been very difficult to have charge there. Oh, EX flash kick there was good. Even regular flash kick was good. Or if he gets a parry from close, he can get stand strong and then literally kill most of the cast. But if he gets that kind of far low parry, he gets a command grab. Like, that's his punish. That's the best thing Aura can do after a far low parry. Just fucking raw command grab. Raw hit grab. Not a whole lot of damage on that shit, I'll tell you that. I usually just go for a poke. Low parry, far stand forward. And that's not very good. Good trades. It's very favorable to trade with Akuma. He was probably better off not going for that air parry. I don't think it mattered in that context, though. That might have been parryable. Shosh. I think that means pathetic or something. That's a weird thing to wake up with. That was a really good ass EX uppercut. I've been kind of considering Dragon Quest 8 as well. Or Dragon Quest 6. I'm not really sure which one I want to play first. I think I want to wait on 5 a little bit. 5 gives me powerful feels. That was such a good universal overhead. Not neutral throw. That's really cool using the universal overhead at that spacing against air fireballs. It sounds nasty, but that dive kick really might have been plus. Yep. Sweep wasn't even the scariest thing I could go for there. I've been meaning to play FF4. I'll probably play the Game Boy Advance version of that, but I might play the DS version. But I kind of hate emulating DS games, but the DS version is like more complete and a little bit more stylish. But I kind of want the ultra traditional rather than the stylish. And the GBA port is a very traditional port. Ooh. That was nice. Got the combo out of the air fireball. Skuma player is really good. Oh, he had a light Tatsu there? I think. That's a weird thing to do there. Hard to punish, though. I think if he held up forward on wake up, he would have been okay, but by super freeze, it was already too late. Pretty good start. The command for EX up fireball. The opponent just has to be midair. It automatically picks one or the other based on the opponent's airborne. You can't do an EX up fireball at will, or else I would only do EX up fireballs because they're fucking fantastic. It's like the best fireball in the game. Very nice pickup. He got a lot of damage out of that grenade considering his screen position. Backdash in the corner. I want to say Yun Light Dash Punch will punish Shoto Sweep at all ranges. I think he can jump over this, yeah. Jumping forward moves your hitbox forward, so you can get hit on the way up with by the super. So what he did was neutral jump into dive kick, which was a better idea. Oro does neutral jump into double jump forward, which is slower. So Yun has like a better option there than Oro. That's very easy to punish for Yun. He didn't get that big of a punish, so could have been a lot worse. Oh, reversal super. Pretty cool. He probably don't one parry into stay medium kick or something, but the Tatsu hit pretty quickly. Stay medium kick is pretty slow. He could have whip punished that with low forward, I think. But I got parry into throw. Yeah, see, towards fierce, like that can happen. He did the towards fierce, but it was too early for Ken to land on it. And then Ken got to jump in. Towards fierce is not a good anti-air to use. It's just a good anti-air situationally, contextually. It can happen to be a good anti-air. And that's a ton. He actually had a stronger combo if he did like a mitigation or something, because he had crouching Ken. He had some like combo that didn't launch, so would have done an ass ton. Crouching Ken takes more damage, and if he gets launched, he doesn't take the bonus damage anymore. And then also he's easier to combo because opponents take longer block stun and hit stun. Or I think the same block stun, but longer hit stun when they're crouching. Very nice. He could have whiff punished that low stand forward, no problem. Can stand forward whiffs fast enough. Oftentimes if you parry that, you don't even get a punish, including right there. It just prevents Yun from eating the air Tatsu, which is good. Gives him a bunch of meter, which he probably didn't care about. And gives him a mix-up scenario, which is nice, I guess. But the main thing is not getting air Tatsu'd. Ken's air Tatsu does a lot of damage with the follow-up. Tricky! If you did the heavy dive kick, it would have crossed up. Max range sweep. I don't think Remy has a good punish. I should really get started on making B videos for this game. B and B videos. Yeah, you see all that huge health difference? Ken's goal there was to not use meter to win. There's nothing really significant you can do to prevent Remy from building bar, other than killing him quickly. And Ken basically had a win button anytime he wanted it by going for EX Fireball into Super 3. Or even just raw Super 3 would have been difficult to parry. Wake up car throw. It's pretty aggressive from Remy. It looked like parry into car throw. OS parry car throw. Oh. Remy looks so helpless against these other characters. Remy, what do you mean by the difference between them? Remy has a car throw off of stay medium kick, or towards medium kick, his overhead. It goes pretty far. Torso throws him forward, back throw throws him backward. Neutral throw has a juggle on a cornered opponents. None of them are mash throws. So if you have a cornered opponent and the neutral throw into like a flash kick is very good. That works on most of the cast. Ooh. Really aggressive low parrying from this green Ken. The way he's playing is great. Surprised it's only tied up. That was a red. Couldn't see it based on this animation. Huh. That might have been a punish. I think Ken always stands as he gets cherry tapped. Dash in, round start. Very weak to low forward, which a lot of Kens start with. It's very common for Ken players to do round start, low forward, empty cancel super. This Ken's going for a lot of red parry on EX fireballs too, which gives you a very interesting scenario. That wake up low parry is not hard, but the trick is to mix up with the jump in cross up, which is, well, you can just block away from it. Nice, you got it. Double DP. These Ken players are really good. This is actually like very good footage. I got it. It wasn't even reversal. He didn't even get it. Why'd that work? Doesn't that have to be reversal? Isn't that like just frame? What happened? I think that has to be just. It didn't look like Ken could possibly have committed. I thought that was a reversal only punish, and he didn't get the reversal. It's a mystery. I thought Ken low forward was -3, and Ken super was 2 frames startup then active. It's a mystery. Maybe Green Ken went for the parry and just missed it. Maybe it was a punish and it doesn't require reversal timing. That's good. That's the correct frame. That's an easier one, I think. I think far stand strong is like a 2 or a 3 frame link into super. This wiggling, very dangerous. That red. That was a good ass red. I've literally got to make videos about like that kind of red parry. Or rather, the video I'm making right now is about that kind of red parry. Because those kinds of red parries are one of the biggest marks of skill in this game. Very rarely do you get footage like this, man. A lot of the tournament footage, they're timid about red parries. If like people are playing for like some big event, like Co-op Cup or whatever. But this is just like this is good ass players playing casuals. I'm pretty sure. Or doing like a weekly. It's weird that he did heavy DP there. I think you can get 2 light DPs after a low forward on Makoto, which is what you always want. Dude, this is Super 3 Makoto. What the fuck? Super 3 Makoto is mostly trash. For one thing, she doesn't have Super 1 or Super 2, which are both extremely good supers. Okay, this is a comeback you can make. Burn the X, yeah. Ooh. And for another thing, it looked like Makoto got... that wasn't a link. Makoto got hit, counter hit. Not being able to block during the super is a huge liability. Honestly, like, even if she could block during that super, it would still only be an okay super. She'd still probably pick the other ones. Nice. Went for the red, missed it. It's still possible to confirm a super off of second and only connect of back medium kick, but if someone's going for a red parry, chances are they're going to be standing. And if they're standing, the super link doesn't work. So basically that red parry is extremely low risk to go for. You got it. When you get the low parry, or when you get the red parry, but you miss the parry follow up. Okay, this is gonna do a ton. Does that actually do more damage than the target combo? Normally I see Ken players do stand strong, stand fierce into fireball into super. But he went for stand fierce into medium uppercut to super. I don't know which is stronger. Nice. That kind of neutral jump roundhouse you don't normally see from Remy until he's got a super. He can link a super after that high connect roundhouse like that. But without the super, it's high risk, low reward. He missed it. Double DP works there, unlike the whole cast. That was well-timed meaty right there. So when Ken does low short stand jab as a meaty, um, that combo is kind of unique because it confirms a DP. You can't do like two low shorts into a DP. The DP just whiffs on most of the cast. But I think low short into stand jab on most of the cast gives you a DP confirm. Unfortunately, that's Ken's like only way of confirming Super 1 and Super 2, which is one of the main reasons you don't see them. Gay Priest was 6. Ooh, a lot of damage on that jump in, coaching Remy. Aggressive dashing from the Ken. I think he could have got hit by a Remy air normal. But to be 100% honest, even Remy's jumping combos aren't that strong. Particularly about super. Remy's got alarmingly good dashes, but they're kind of long duration. He's got like a lot of frames, like total frames on his dash, compared to most of the cast. But he also covers a lot of distance. Five hits out of a mesh, though. Oh, that was good. He had a parry into probably a button, but instead of using the parry to just take the button, he used the parry to give himself another scenario where he could fish for another parry. And then he got the second parry was a ground parry, so we actually had like a good follow up, and he got the good follow up. It's like a chess player having like a fucking piece they can take and then still looking for a mate instead. That's what this Ken was. This Ken was playing chess. He went for a double parry, I bet. Yun has an air TC there. Jump jab, jump strong. I mean jump fierce. Jump jab towards fierce, I think. Wonder if reversal super would have worked there. Oh, he dropped it. The main thing about the drops is that you don't build any Gene meter at the end of your combo. He would have like he would have over half of his Gene meter right now if he got that ender. Nice. He tried to get out. Is Osamatsu the Family Guy of Japan? Whatever it's called. Osamatsu-san. Ooh. Hilo. Nice. This is a ton. He might die. Oh, he dropped it. That's the strongest Gene starter on perfect corner position of lowest health character. I'm pretty sure there was a kill there from Yun. That's Shin Jab. He should be able to block. He wasn't able to block? It would have been great even if he blocked. It would have wasted Gene time. But I thought it was possible there. Nice. Help. Oh, hello. Really, that's quite different, isn't it? That's a pretty good pickup. That's a really good ender he got out of that, considering. There's a super there, if it's medium Tatsu, which I think it was. Alright, show me the kick easy. Oh. This should kill. Kick easy would have been lit. Oh! He got far strong when he wanted close strong. Huh? Sweep? What do you want, Sarah House? Normally that's not what you want either. Normally you want like towards fierce as your launcher. That was weird as hell. I haven't seen like a Yun sweep during Gene in like forever. It's good to blow up people who are parrying. But it's not even that good to blow up people who are parrying. You can just do repeated low forwards. That went really far. That must have been a car command grab, I think. Bias 12 is not bad. Excuse me, it's not bad. But I think he was trying to just catch me with lack of matchup knowledge. 12 is very unknown. He doesn't know who I am, Vi, so like, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a car command grab. Stand like kick into... No, what is it? It's like weird. Is it like down, back, down, or down, forward, down, down, back, neutral, light kick into back, light kick? It's like something like that. There's some wacky stuff you can do with that. I forget what it actually is, though. There's a very weird motion for car command grab. Anyway, I'm pretty sure his 12 was quite good, and he got around. I think he was purely trying to exploit the fact that I didn't know the character. And he didn't, from what I could tell, even his matchup knowledge against Oro as a Shoto was not very good. So his matchup knowledge against Oro as a 12 was a lot lower. So he tried to counterpick me with like, he tried to test my matchup knowledge, but he was testing his own at the same time, which is why I kind of fell flat. I played 12s who could beat me. I played A12 who could beat me 100% of the time. Only one. It was Dine. His 12 is mad good. Yeah, but I don't think it was like a bad manner pick or anything. I think he was just trying to catch me off guard. I mean, you could call it a bad manner pick in a very loose way, in that he was seeing if I would be able to fight a character who I probably didn't know how to fight. Technically speaking, he was kind of making he was calling out my matchup knowledge, which you could call bad manner, I guess. My main pad, the neutral would have been similar, but I would have had kill combos a lot sooner. So it wouldn't have been free, but it probably would have been 3-0, 3-0. Based on like the number of opportunities I got versus the number I was able to complete on. It would have been so helpful to be able to go for like unblockable setups off of all my random hits. But, you know, not everything even leads to a fucking stand strong, does it? So difficult to not die there. Nice. The left forward into shoulder he got didn't combo. You can OS a parry there. Walk-in parry from Yun. To his credit, this Yun was ready to combo, get the full juggle out of a fucking anti-air far forward. Me playing Chun-Li on stick? I don't think so. Neat. Oh, that's not a punish ever. I shouldn't say ever. It can be. But Kem was way too low there. It was like a bad idea to even go for. EX-Yago was my safest way of closing out the round without, like, it was the hardest thing to drop. I had a lot of meter to waste. The real miracle is that I even realized that was an option available to me. I feel like that command grab went really far too. Are you sure you're not thinking of Desk? Pretty sure he does videos of him playing Chun-Li on stick. This Yun is really good. They can as well. This is like over. Yeah. Kill yourself. Oh, on that note, there's Chun-Li right here. Chun-Li's entire playstyle normally doesn't really work in third strike. I'm poke oriented. Very weak to parries. Nice. Nice red. I think that's her optimal starter, isn't it? I thought so. Damage. Damage-wise, I think that does more damage than back fierce into super. It's not? It self-confirms, I guess. But back fierce does as well. And yeah, you can super jump out if they parry it. Ooh. He had a dash punch there he didn't get. Very nice. I think that doesn't work on all characters. Huh. That is me playing Chun-Li on stick, isn't it? That must have been that little period where it's like, hey, let's lean on stick. I've said that like 3 times. There's nothing necessitating stick about Street Fighter 5. There's like no character where you even benefit from playing on stick, except maybe Menat and maybe Falk. But it depends on your pad setup. Both of them can be played well on pad depending on how many shoulders you're using. Nice. Damn. That looked like car throw, but Ken still wasn't in range. This game has a quirk where you throw invincible on wake up. So if you want to throw someone on their wake up, you've got to wait like 5 frames for the throw invincibility to wear off. So throws are inevitably accompanied by like baits. What did Remy do? That should have been free. That should have been block into stay medium kick into super. Huh. Remy still whiffed, but Ken's hit. That's the juggle. You can actually juggle a super there, but the damage is only barely better than the flash kick. For super 2. For super 1, you actually get some decent damage out of it, and you can still follow with a flash kick at the end, I think. So super 1 is pretty good. Super 1, I feel, is Remy's better super in general. It's dramatically safer. You still have the same links to confirm it. It's got better neutral properties. And it's got a little bit more freeform stuff you can do. A couple new super setups. Gives him better chip option too. Remy's super 1 and super 2 are both hard as fuck to chip out. Or to escape with, rather. They're good chip options for both of them. But super 1 is a little bit better. Because super 1 is safe on parry. Super 2 is massively unsafe on parry. The parry itself for both of them is quite difficult. That's a very awkward jump. Remy going for all these aggressive ass low parries. He did like empty jump low parry twice. Yeah, suddenly Super 3 falls out all the time. It's a very real candidate for worst super in the game. It feels like they wanted to give her like an anti-air super. But actually anti-airing with it and getting the full connect is very rare. Most of her confirms don't give her the full connect either. Like I'm pretty sure after back face you can't get a Super 3. Don't know about low forward, don't know about close run house. Yeah, it's the giant flip kick. It's also very unsafe. Kikosho's quite good. It's not as good as Super 2, but it's quite good. Oh, that punish was correct. It was over. If you're just using it to land the shockwave, it's ass. Because it's so slow. You need the hits on the way up or else it's useless. Oh, no super. That works at all ranges, I think. If you get close forward with Remy, you can link super. It's 2-frame link. Went for it there. But he saw the midair connect and he was like, nope. Oh, it's over. Kikosha is just basically a super 2 that you can ATR with. Ooh. Kikosha is a better fucking anti-air super than Super 3 is. And that's sad. Remy's a little sigh when he crouches. The damage of Kikosha is also a smidge lower. That was a dash flash kick. That's hard to do and it still has a low success rate. It's not fair. Truly sucks to be a Remy player. Sionna's good as hell. Very satisfying. Oh, it was a good punish. Little walkout there. Has this Remy won one? Reversal something got stuffed. If Remy doesn't have meter, all his reversals get stuffed. But that's like, you know, that's specials in general in this game. Remy's kind of rare even for having an invincible reversal. I'm pretty sure all flash kicks are throwing me in. Don't quote me on that. Anti-air far strong. Depending on the range that far strong connects, it can be safe on parry. If the opponent parries like the very tip of a far strong, Remy can block by the time they hit their air normal. Far strong has pretty good recovery. And also good range. Oro has that same thing with a couple of his anti-airs. A high connect, stand strong. If the opponent parries it when they're high up, and they hit a normal on the way down, Oro will be able to block in time. Or parry in time. The TC! That's the forgotten TC of this game. It's not utterly useless, but it's a lot of people aren't aware of its existence. It's not the worst TC in the game. Stand jab, stand short. Even if you're crouching for the stand short, it still comes out as a stand short, so it lets you partition with it a little bit easier, which is nice. But its main little quirk is that it comes out abnormally fast even for 2 lights, which lets you get the chain on a mid-air opponent. And then you can cancel that stand jab, stand short into a super. That all works. It hits faster than the opponent can get a reset. Like theoretically the stand jab and the stand short will cause a reset. But stand jab, stand short, super all hits in time. It's very technical stuff. Oh, can't be holding a direction. I thought you could. I've seen like combo videos with fucking stand jab, stand short, flash kick, and stand jab, stand short. Super two, but I didn't realize they were like tasks. It's not like I ever play Remy. Oh, what the fuck? Parry into car throw is really hard to do. I think that's what he went for there. But you can't do the, you can't buffer it. You gotta wait for the parry to fully end and then you car throw. Maybe it's jab into quarter circle forward short into quarter circle forward short. Maybe something like that. I believe in this Remy to win this round. Nice. He stayed crouching the whole fucking time. Scary against the Ken EX Tatsuing in. Remy's short-ish when crouching, but not that short. Standing, he's one of the taller characters. Double DP? Missed it. Might require car from that starter. No double DP requires a car on a cornered opponent, I think, if you have a regular ass starter. A single normal starter. Low forward, stand strong. But if you're doing like a TC starter, it can, on some characters, require the Kara. Nice. God, Remy, what's Remy's health? I thought it wasn't even that low. Isn't it the same as Oro? He took so much from that super. Remy's Dizzy is super short, but I think his health is just low average. Nice. He went for two? Does that work? I imagine it does, actually. I believe in this Remy. Twin health? Is it? No, the twins have their own unique health class. But Remy's might be low. Someone get the fucking stamina. Give us a number. Oro, Elena, and Chun. I'm gonna get a glass of water, and then I'm gonna come back and we're probably gonna watch more Third Strike. Be right back. They shot for a New York accent on Alex, and it sounds hella weird. It wasn't deep enough. Like, no voice was deep enough pre third strike. Dudley, especially. Dudley has a deep ass voice. Very interesting flash kick there. I'd actually really like if they had Jerry have some Korean voice lines in Street Fighter 5. Tekken has some weird scenarios because of that. You get shit like fucking Wang Jinrei speaking to Xiao Yu in Chinese and Xiao Yu responding in Japanese. It's like, what the fuck? Xiao Yu why? Meanwhile, King's just fucking growling at everyone. How often do you see two Emmys? This is a boring ass match. Oh yeah, that's the match. This is like Sagat versus Sagat in Street Fighter 4. Or dare I say it, Sagat versus Sagat in Street Fighter 2. Because you've got, if they throw two different fireballs at the same time, then they trade. And if they throw two of the same fireball at the same time, then the fireballs just clash. Lily speaks French, right? Monaco? In Tekken. I think they only had English and Japanese in Cross Tekken. They should canonize 100 Akumas. Tekken 7 Akuma looks pretty great. I don't know. I've really mixed feelings. From the front, Tekken 7 Akuma looks fantastic and 100% on model. But from the back, it's like what his back would look like, but it looks really strange. You don't realize how hunched over Akuma is until you see him from behind. He's like so tightly packed. It's already funny as fuck that Akuma's even there. But what really gets me is that not only is Akuma present in the story mode, but he's significant in the story mode, and he has significant ties to all the main characters. Maybe not all the main characters, but fucking Kazuya's mom or whatever. Kazuya. Isn't that kind of strange? You think they would just kind of donk him in there and have it be nothing. But he's actually like a plot relevant character, loosely. They could have been a lot smarter about how everything Remy has works. He would be a lot better as an Ash. Cold Blue Kick needs to be a better special move. I think that would be a good start. Make Cold Blue Kick combo from Stand Fierce. Maybe make it knock over. If Remy could do Parry into Stand Fierce into Cold Blue Kick and have it all be a combo. Wonder if that was a punish. Those are pretty fast, 3 frame. Nice. Plus, after that kind of meaty fireball. Lars's anime is fuck. Like, already the entire Mishima family is anime in a kind of, like, you know, edgy, silly way. But, like, Lars is, like, actually anime. Like, his appearance, the way his moves work. Wagachikara. A teleport on Remy would be kind of cool. Make it so Remy can move out the back of the corner and then come out the other corner, like Anakaris. Make it so you can never ever corner Remy. I feel like I could fix a lot of the broken characters in this game, but I could never ever fix Remy. I don't know what the fuck I would do to Remy. Sub-Zero freezing. That's sadly not a bad idea. I might take away a high EX Fireball and give him something else. Most of the time you want low EX Fireball anyway. Might give him a new high EX Fireball. I guess I would probably make it so his Fireballs build meter just for throwing them. Because right now he only gets meter. Like every other Fireball in the game, he only gets meter if the Fireball is blocked. 12 doesn't need much. Okay, here's the basic fix for 12. This is what I think Ford Strike did. Is right now all of the hits of Axe push out, but instead make all the hits of Axe vacuum in. And that way you get much bigger Axe connects. If you did like Stand Strong into Axe and then every hit of Axe connected. So you get a lot more damage out of that. That'd be good right off the bat. And then it would let you super cancel later in X, which would be really good as well. 12 doesn't need much from a footsie perspective. He just needs like combo routes and higher damage. So suction on X would be fantastic. It's a very elegant little fix. Yeah, Remy would be good in other Street Fighters. That's a nice button. I think there's a little bit of low immunity on far stand forward. I think his hurtbox does shift the way it appears to. Don't quote me. It seems to be a really good poke success-wise. It's like moderately fast. Nice punish. An advancing move on Remy would be kind of good, I think. Ooh, nice confirm. What's funny is that that Sonic Boom actually whiffs, but if it just extends Remy's cancel timing. And if you cancel it the super forces stand so the fireball hits. Q with armor would make a lot of sense. EX command grab with armor would be one thing. I'd give that to him like immediately. I'd give EX low dash punch armor, and I'd make it hit faster. Um, that's probably all the armor I'd give him. I'd probably be a little modest about it. I guess I'd give him armor on EX dash punch as well. I'd give him like 3 places with armor. EX dash punch is really unsafe. I see no reason it shouldn't have armor. Armored attack, lots of reward. If I was throwing around armor, I'd give armor to a lot of characters. Hell, I'd give fucking Hugo Stan Fierce armor. A lot of good fighting games have armor. Just call it guard point. There, don't you feel better? What about Neskio? What about Maxima? You don't like Maxima? I thought everyone liked Maxima. Armor on back roundhouse? Or on stand roundhouse? Back roundhouse would be a pretty good place for it, I suppose. I would only give armor to unsafe attacks, I think. I don't think I'd fuck around giving armor to anything safe. Even though nothing is technically safe in this game. Are you talking about his run? Abigail's run is not that bad. Most of the answers to it don't even rely on armor. Or breaking the armor, rather. But breaking the armor does give you like a free... It depends on what your character has. But if you've got something like fucking low forward Tatsu, you just kill the entire thing. You can just break the armor. Or any sort of cancel. Low forward drill kick. He's got to go for the parry, and that's shitty for him. Short and super bars for Remy? Yeah. Run is so weak even before. I shouldn't say it's weak, but like, you know. Abigail has to be right on his run. And he's risking more than he gets. Abigail run got nerfed a lot. I didn't realize people still hated it. Now he gets no Oki off of anything he lands. I should say bad Oki. I mean, when you consider what kind of super it is, Remy's Super 2 meter isn't that long. But the real problem is just his lack of meter build. I'd make Cold Blue Kick a good move. That'd be a good start. Take away Cold Blue Kick and give Yun's shoulder to Remy. Nice. Really good parry, really good punish. I guess it's pretty long. It stocks a lot of EX, which is nice. Not that Remy's EX is amazing, but it's not bad. Oh, this is why we play Third Strike. It's this matchup. No cancer here. Oh yeah, this is great. This is not horrible. I feel like I go to work at 7 and not 8 today. I should check that. I just suddenly thought about that. I was like, I'm eventually gonna need to go to work, and then I remembered that I have one day where I go to work early. And by early, I mean not horrible. Not horrible time. 1 hour early. Still fucking night ass shift. I mean, this matchup still is actually kind of deep. Chun-Li doesn't take on the appropriate level of risk. That's the problem. It's too hard making a read on a random low forward that could happen at any time. Chun-Li's top tier in a lot of games. Chun-Li has a habit of being top tier. It's like a pretty small list of games where she's fair. I would say she's pretty good right now in Street Fighter 5. Other people might say she's weak. I feel like she's pretty nice. I feel like her tier placement is alright. They could maybe power up just a little bit. Where was the EX legs? I would have done it. She was probably low end on Street Fighter 4 as well. But also, she had a high ceiling, and people didn't really explore it very much. I don't know about World Warrior. In ST, she's usually considered top 4, or maybe top 5. I think she's supposed to lose to Old Sagat, but apart from that, she's like really, really good in ST. It's like Dalsim, Boxer, Sagat, Vega, and probably her as an approximate top 5, not necessarily in that order. I think some people would put Chun-Li higher and some people would put her lower. Ooh. It's double DP. It's good. She's got something. So Makoto, if she just stays idle, she's invincible for that super. But if she hits any button, she loses her invincibility, or if she hits any direction. But you can use the super freeze because she's invincible, and it's got like no recovery. You can, if you see the startup of an attack, you can just parry the attack. So that you could clearly see Ken's low short coming out on that super freeze. So she just decided to parry the low short, and they got a very safe punish on it. Whoa. There's like a little bit of utility to Makoto Super 3, but it's mostly memes. I would have gotten Sam Fierce there, but I guess he was really afraid of having a DP cancel. He does wake up throw tech as fucking Makoto. So if you don't know, Makoto Super 3 can't block. She loses the ability to block. For that reason alone, it's really something you only want to activate at like endgame. Losing the ability to block is a fucking big deal. I'm not even sure what happens for like Rida or Aura's command grab. Megsy's the only one I know. It's not utterly useless, but it's like her worst super by a lot. But it's kind of interesting because it has a radically different use than her other supers. All three of Makoto's supers, you could call them well designed. They all have radically different roles, and that's good. And they're all, air quotes viable. Makoto with Super 3 is probably still like a mid tier. But she's like top 4 with Super 1 and Super 2. Bring back blocking, yes. That's all I would do. Makoto with the ability to block. And then it would be fine. I'd make it so she could super cancel dash punch, but to Super 3 only. How about that? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Imagine if you could do dash punch. Imagine if you could do Karakusa, Stand Fierce, dash punch, super activate, fucking low strong, another dash punch. If you're gonna rebalance stage strike, you have to operate purely by rule of fun. You have to look at every scenario and be like, it'd be fun if I could do this. I would probably just make Remy's Super 3 just do the attacks. And maybe it had like fucking invincibility or guard points or something. I'd probably find some way to integrate it with like, make it more like Vega VT2, where it's like kind of a parry or an attack, but not both. Or I should say it's a parry into an attack or it's an attack by itself. I'm weirdly I'm weirdly down for Remy having a spot dodge. There's literally nothing wrong with one button specials. Scary. I mean, I'm not an expert on Dead or Alive, but wasn't it already considered to be not a super interesting fighting game competitively? I would agree with that. I wouldn't say there's nothing wrong with one button specials on further deliberation. Be more accurate to say there's generally nothing wrong with them. The thing is, like, for a lot of special moves, fucking they might as well be one button specials. Oh, I like the idea. I don't miss Hadokens. Hadoken would be no easier or harder for me if I could do it with one button. In or out of cancels. Is that Urian versus Dudley? Nice. Big damage on that. And he got the rose. Damn, this Dudley's just swinging. That's a nice wake up. Looked like light super. Hard to punish. Might have been medium. I don't know. I would say Dudley has pretty comfortably the best normal set in this game. Chun-Li's might be a little bit better. It's hard to say. But Dudley's got everything. He's got tiny hitboxes, or tiny hurtboxes on a lot of his normals. He's got big hitboxes. His normals are fucking fast. Like, Stand Strong is really alarmingly quick. Or like Stand Roundhouse. Even Stand Fierce. His attacks just come out, like, weirdly quickly. This looks good. Never mind. Always the Crutch Fierce. But Dudley can go and swing in more than any other character in this game. The low jump helps a little bit too. Yeah, bump that mirror. That doesn't remove hits from it or anything. Nice. Got all the hits. Oh. I think he had a super link from that universal overhead. No, that destroyed the fucking. That's hard to whiff punish too. That's the best part. Like, what was Urian gonna do to punish this? He probably could have done a tackle, like an EX tackle. I think he thought that he was gonna be a block stun, but he wasn't. He also might have potentially thought that Dudley was gonna bounce off the mirror, which he didn't. That was cute though. Use the Super 3 to destroy the mirror. It's like, nah, fuck your mirror. Pow. Punch it. too far. There we go. He could have charged during the freeze. Nice. Nice. That's hard to parry. Post freeze, you only have one frame. Optimal number of buttons. That's a hard question to answer. If I made a fighting game, it would be 4. I think 4 is a nice number where everything you do with them is useful. 6, you can have some fluff. It's too hard to make. It's too hard to make a fighting game with 3 different versions of every special move to make all 3 of them useful on every special move. Too often there's medium versions of special moves that just fall by the wayside. Same with normals. The thing about KOF, when you go and play KOF after playing years of Street Fighter, you realize that they're very concise about all the normals. Everything has like a clear purpose. They can make everything good when there's less like room to put stuff, you know? Useless normals are not so common in KOF. The thing about Street Fighter is that there's a lot of normals that are just very niche. It's like, when do you really use this normal? And it'll be in some very specific scenario. Where do you use fucking crouch fears? Versus close fears. It's like already on fucking almost the whole fucking cast of every Street Fighter game, those 2 normals do the same thing. If they're cancelable. If they're not, then maybe one will be a poke and one will be a cancel. Or maybe one will be a poke and one will be an anti-air. It all depends. But there's redundancy. There's more redundancy in Street Fighter than there is in KOF. Or like there's more niche stuff in Street Fighter than there is in KOF. The Strawberry Remy is real cute. Ducking goes through high fireball, I think. Low fireball, I don't think Dudley actually has a great answer to. But don't quote me on that. That was probably a punish. I'm not against nor for close versus far normals. They allow for option selects, which I think is kind of neat. Like, I can poke with far stand strong as Oro against Makoto, and it's not a bad poke, but if Makoto happens to dash in right as I'm hitting it, it turns into a close strong. So I can super cancel like every single far strong I ever do. And maybe if one comes out as a close strong, then I get a super. Stuff like that. Close versus far normals gives you option selects, but occasionally gives you the one you don't want, which is stupid. You got a really high EX point and a really high tech. EX point is the amount of meter consumed, I think. And tech is the number of parries you get. And I think maybe the number of throws you go for as well. The number of throws might be offense. The game does log in that little list the number of successful throws you got. But I don't remember what it's under. EX point is meter consumed. So if you build a lot of bar but don't use very much of it. And it's higher if you land the supers. Like if you get that, like so and so hit super art. If you have a super whiff, then it's not very high. But if you have a super connect, it's high. I like that the two of them have corresponding color palettes. Changing your yen color will change the yang color. The colors in this game are pretty great. I really like Wario Dudley though in Street Fighter 4. Wish that was an option in this game. Nice. Oh, I imagine he wanted Super there, but probably the Super Freeze ate some of his inputs. The strong comes out pretty quickly for Dudley. Hard to do an entire Super during just the low strong, especially when the startup is like already partly resolved. Nice pickup. I like most of Urian's colors. Depends on what you call good. I mean, there are going to be people out there who love the pure red, and there are going to be people who hate it. But I like even like tan Urian or slightly silver Urian. I like the blue one too. I think Oro's colors are a little bit ugly. I like maybe like three of his. I really hate the red and green Oro, but I use it every Christmas. It's a tradition for me to play Third Strike on Christmas Day and use the red and green Oro. I think the blue Oro is ugly as shit. All the other Oro colors are pretty good. The orange one I like, the gold one I like, the other gold one I like. The silver and blue one is pretty cool. And then there's like a brown one with white. That's medium punch. Nice combo. Aura had some really cool colors on his console colors. He had one I really liked where it was gold with a red outfit. Oh. Right now the gold one, he's got like a gold with like a, well, he's got his default, you know. And then you've also got gold with purple as his secret color. But the gold with bright red was what I used to always use on Third Strike Online Edition. Yo has some cool looking setups. I like when Yuns do like the stay medium kick into like shoulder into Yoho. 12's colors are pretty bad. They're all pretty bland. If you want to be that guy who plays a bright yellow 12. It should have been the easiest to do 12's colors of any character. Is that an Elena player? It's always exciting. It's hard to do anything interesting with 12's color palettes because there's nothing you can really like color on his body. They should have like done it so like different sections of his body had different colors or some bullshit. They should have like had like weird colors. Like he should have been not consistently colored. Like imagine if he had like a color that shifted slightly. Like you know cotton candy ice cream. Imagine if you had 12 with that, where it's like slightly different colors over different parts of him. Oh. That was a punish, I imagine. Nice DP. That was a low jab, that wasn't even low strong. Best Q is Carmen San Diego. Wow! With punish a low forward with super. That was really good. That looked like a yeah. That was last frame universal overhead. Very interesting. That's the deepest connect you can get. Get a link out of that. Different universal overheads have different plus frames. Fun fact. They also have different minus frames. Some universal overheads, when spaced, are like -4. Some are like 0. Nice. Anti-air medium punch. Oh, he missed the low strong. I was gonna say low strong into super would have been nice there, but he didn't even get the low strong in time. Okay, low strong super. That's also fine. This is a fine combo. There's nothing wrong with what he did. That was low strong super. Elena player's in charge of punishing. Oh no. That was it. Scary. Scary. Kawaii. Abana. I feel like every Ken player on Earth, if they blocked a heavy DP, or any fucking DP, they'd get low strong super. That's a one frame link. Fucking Elena players can't even do low strong super, that's a cancel. Same ass matchup. Yeah, low strong has the delayed cancel window, like Chun-Li's left forward. And it's a pretty fast super. Parrying fireballs with Lane is a little bit funky because Lena's idle animation has movement, which means oftentimes you'll see a fireball coming in and it'll be like, oh, let me just parry this, and Elena will step into it. Or like step out of the way. Aggravating. Nice. Damn. Surprised I didn't kill, to be honest. Low S there. Or reaction, more likely. Look at that. That's the same difficulty as low strong super. I read dark green Ken. The console colors are really good. That's more like it. It looked like Ken tried to cancel. I think I saw an EX move there. It looked like he tried to go for EX DP. He wanted for EX, but dropped it. Okay. Missed EX. Solana player's got good neutral anyway. I'm sure that Ken can reversal super that. I'm dead certain. Link me the dark purple Makoto. I want to see it. There's like a third strike sprite database. It's been like the same since 1999. Okay. Yeah, the juggle. That's it. There's a wifus. Oh. Very, very low recovery on that super on whiff. Ooh, that is pretty nice. It's a nice looking Makoto color. Pull out that, show me them Aura console colors. Aura has like a really edgy console color. I think it's on medium kick. Someone find me Aura's edgy color. Jin BYE. Is that the edgy one? Oh yeah, look at that. How cool is that? Black and red. Blackish and reddish. Is this a different one? Is this the one I used to use? Oh, that is cool. That's a really cool color. I like that one a lot. I usually use the medium kick one, I think, which is the red and yellow. I thought that one looked really cool. McDonald's sponsored. I'll never forget when I played Juicebox in KOF 13 on his stream. One of the commentators, I like that game. KOF 13 has color editor mode, and I gave my team red and yellow everything as a shout out to Oro. And one of Juicebox's stream monsters called it like a McDonald's sponsored team. This matchup's so weird. Bloodhawk Falcon is okay, but what about Pink Falcon? I think we all agree that Pink Falcon is one of the best alternate colors in anything. I think Smash 3 and Smash 4 both have a Kirby palette that's just Meta Knight. Sans Mask. Is this Stamina Super Jump Cancel Super? Or maybe it's supposed to be Shadow Kirby, I don't know. Meta Knight has like yellow eyes, I think, right? Meta Knight is just a blue Kirby with yellow eyes. Game Boy Kirby. That's actually really cool. Meta Knight is just edgy Kirby. What about the edgy Meta Knights? What about Shadow Meta Knight from Amazing Mirror? Oh no! What about Galactica Knight? Yeah, Shadow-chan, aka Shadow Lady. Is in a couple NBC games. But she's not black like a black woman, she's black like the color black. Oh, I'd take a Gyaru-chan. So fast. Give me a Gyaru Sakura. We're so close. Does Akuma do more damage than Ken? Generally, no. For a meterless combo, perhaps Akuma does a smidge more. If Ken has double DPs, Ken does a lot more. But then when you start introducing meter into the mix, Ken is generally stronger. It depends. Akuma has like Raging Demon and KKZ, and they're both strong as fuck. But generally speaking, Akuma's combos are a bit weaker. Yeah, there's a Gary Sucker in Street Fighter 4. I feel like they basically nailed Akuma in this game, but he's not quite ugly enough. I feel like they could have made him a little uglier. If I rebalance this game, I would see if I could nerf Akuma's face a little bit. It's like they did a good job making him ugly, but I feel like they didn't hit the human limit. That's safe on parry. If you red parry the second hit and block the first hit, it's actually punishable. But if you parry both hits, it's safe. Very strange scenario. Yeah, Akuma and Ken are actually not so similar at all, footsie wise. The way their specials work changed the way you played their neutral a lot. Most of Akuma's special moves have better footsie application. I want Akuma in a banana hammock so badly. I want it to go over his shoulders and then under his dick, and that'll be it. Yeah, Ken's overhead is... I mean, Ken's... Well, yeah, Ken's overhead. Ken's mix-up is a smidge better because of that. And he's also more stable. But he lacks a lot of the advanced kind of neutral options that Akuma has. But his better health and his ability to combo from an overhead make his Oki a lot better. Remember the Raiden outfit from KOF 13? Where it's just him in the fucking pants? But the pants are skin tone? That costume was disgusting. Oh, it failed confirm. He blocked that low. He blocked something high, you take less trip. That's hard to do, man. Look at all the damage too. Like, look at Ken's health right here. I put it right there. It's pretty beefy, right? Considering it's the tiny connect he got. That was very skillful. Cross a PX Tatsu into dash in double DP. Oh, are we talking about horsecock Kareen? Can we have a conversation about that? I think when Minot came out, it might have been Minot. No, maybe it wasn't. Oh, it was Sakura. When Sakura came out. When Sakura came out, I went looking for Sakura mods on, online. See what there was. Like a little while after Sakura came out. Was it Sakura? No, I don't remember. And while I was searching, one of the mods I passed was it was a mod for Naked Akuma. And he had a permanent giant erection. And like, I thought about how badly I would love to stream the game with fucking a Naked Akuma, an erect Akuma mod. And I just never bring it up that I'm using a Naked Akuma with a big old dick. Ooh, that red. Not a very risky red to go for. This can't kill. No way. He got it. That was it. He did the right combo. Oh my god, a little lucky. He caught the startup of a throw with low strong, I think. I wish other people online could see my mod costumes. It's like pretty twink. Probably not as twink as Remy. Yeah, in Japan and to a lesser extent, probably China and Korea. If you're if you're like idol-ish, if you're like K-pop star kind of appearance, that's 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 manly in a straight way. And if you're like Bara, if you're like fucking, Zangief, that's manly in a gay way. while in the West it's usually a little bit the other way around. If you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's mainly in a straight way, and if you're a twink, that's mainly in a gay way. If you're effeminate, neat. No meter consumed, right? Yeah. Oh, it actually glitched his meter. That's funny. That's funny. I've had that happen to me before, only once. If you got it shows it still works correctly, but it shows the incorrect amount of meter. If you super cancel on a certain frame during a kill, it'll like deduct the meter for the super, but not show that it deducted it. Yeah, on Fake Hit it's easier to glitch, but it works even, or you can have non-5K glitch version of that. One of my favorite glitches in this game is if a super cancel happens like on the frame that like a fireball hits someone or something like that. I forget exactly what it is. Then the opponent can move during the super freeze. I've had that happen to me in matches. Yeah, I was gonna say reversal super punishes. Ken has an easy time there. That's like Ken in general. This is a good ass Ken. Ooh. The chip is almost worth it there. Now things are horrible. Ken's in a really great position. Area X Tatsu is very scary right now. He can hold up forward, I think, from that range. Pretty sure. What the fuck? That jump jab was so bad. He should have died for that. Ichibi okay ka? Nibi okay ka? 7秒経過。8秒経過。リー Someone explained to me how Star Platinum stopped time when time was already stopped. Ooh. That DP doesn't build meter. It's just for style. You can't get any action out fast enough to get to the active frames. You need to get to the active frames in order to build meter. It kind of looked like Jotaro was crushed before the fucking time stop ended. But definitively Jotaro got out of the way before the crush happened. Reminder that Jotaro didn't even fucking kill Dio. They had to like take him into the sunlight later on. That wasn't a punish, he got reversal. Even all that bullshit couldn't kill Dio. That was a very nice parry and a very nice punish. Take it all back, Atlanta players. You guys are alright. If he can land another super by some miracle, he wins. That was a good ass parry. Oh, never mind. That was like a one frame window on that parry because of how deep the cross up was. I have MKX on Steam. Jotaro probably never stopped getting into fights. Reminded that Jotaro went to Japan to resolve a family dispute and then got into a fist fight with a teenager within fucking 10 minutes. That's the kind of guy Jotaro is. The grown ass man got into a fist fight with a teenager. Nice. She parried that initial fireball too, that's the worst part, but she still had nothing to do there except keep parrying. To be fair, Jotaro went expecting to be attacked. Hard to punish this. Reversal might have punished that. Oh my god, what a mess. Oh, I appreciate the idea. Dash and low short super. He banked the whole round on that. Jotaro would have lost to that rat in a 1v1. I bet that rat would have beaten Dia, to be honest. I want to see Dia versus that rock, paper, scissors kid. Very good punish. That's true, rock, paper, scissors kid. His powers only work once they actually start to once he actually starts to play. He was just annoying before that. Dia would have just killed him. Fucking that was a punish. Ken players are something else. He was just like, if I ever see Stamran House, I know I can reversal super that. Who even does that? Stamran House is a button you don't see that often from Ken. How on earth was he ready for that? Looks like this archive is over. Alright, hold on one sec. No one go anywhere. We could do SF5. I have some tabs open. Who are these two? Yes, Human Bomb is so good. Background on Saint-Here. Oh my god. He had a lightning legs cancel instead that would have dizzied, I think. Human Bomb is so good. I wish I played Chun-Li at this level. Oh, he's over. God, that did a lot to Chun-Li's health. 50% combo with no V-trigger. I used to quite enjoy this matchup. And actually both characters have gotten a bit more complex since then. If there's anything you can say about Street Fighter V, you gotta admit that a lot of the costumes are pretty neat. I love the way that you get conversions out of pokes with Chun BT2. That's very cool. Wow, that charging. I mean, it wasn't like a super hard charge, but I'm just surprised he had charge there and was ready to go for the cancel on the whiff punish. Like, that's really alarming to me. That was such a weirdly good whiff punish, considering, like, the investment that it took. I really like the sleeves on this Chun-Li outfit. The hair is pretty silly. I don't mind it. I don't like it. I don't hate it. But the sleeves look great. I think that back run us would have whiffed if Nash empty jumped. Would have been really good there. Back run house is kind of iffy. The knees are a bit ridiculous. Very nice little conversion. If there's any pro I wish I could be is Human Bomb. That's not true. Super? He didn't use it. That's okay. I probably would have spent it. But he's in a good position even without spending. Oh, I bet he wished he spent it now. Should have gone for the super. He had a guaranteed win. Nice little combo. This is... I don't know, the title just says Nero 77. I don't know what Bonshine's online handle is. The creator of Kingdom Hearts... Nice punish. Creator of Kingdom Hearts said that Kingdom Hearts is like nearly done with its first third. Or like something like that. In terms of the story he had planned. He had like 3 like phases of the Kingdom Hearts storyline in his head. And everything with what's his face? And Xemnas. Xehanort. Everything with Xehanort is all part of the first third. That feeling when you have a -2 attack and then your throw afterwards works. Rarely does that happen. Usually when the opponent goes for some big beefy counter hit setup. People hella want old shit they never got to play. Ooh. He got a pretty baby punish. His punish works even with non-crush counter. Alright. Optimal was the second stand fierce. This might kill. Power Stone was a fun game, but I can't see a competitive game being made out of it. Counter hit stand forward, which he just got. You can link low forward, which is usually better, I think. Oh. Nice. The Shikina's so good. Oh, slide would have been good there, maybe. I'm not sure there's anyone asking for a Red Earth remake. lot of mix-up out of that. EX Electricity would have been kill. I never ever see Blancas use EX Electricity even when it's good. Oh, that was it. Yep, he got the slide. Good shit. Jump roundhouse. Jump strong would have been pretty nice there, but I'm not even sure if jump strong would have won. Jump roundhouse was better because of the bigger hitbox. Tabitha's Red Earth. Warzord. Uh oh. This shit is over. Blanca's so satisfying to watch for me. Is this Umehara-san? Is this Nishikin? In Street Fighter 4, Blanca is actually fairly good here. Blanca's a much worse character than Guile, but Blanca has one of the best meterless answers to fireballs in all of 4. I would call it like probably like top 4. It's amazing, that slide. And then he's got the EX Blanca ball as well. In this game, the slide isn't as good. Remake, like Resident Evil Remake, is considered to be... A lot of people like it more than the original. Superstar Ultra as well, yeah. I like Superstar Ultra's Kirby more. The Squeak Squad Kirby is so perfect. Or I think it's actually Amazing Mirror. No, Nightmare in Dreamland, I think, was the first one with that Kirby. But that sprite for Kirby is fantastic. One of the best sprites in all video games. Oh. It's split. Some people like, oh. MGS1, people are split. I think people generally like the original more. MGS1, Twin Snakes, like, puts the MGS2 controls in MGS1 for better and for worse. There's, like, nice things about that and there's annoying things about that. It makes some of the fights really jank. Is MG2 supposed to be MGS1? He can kill here. I know there's 2 Metal Gear 2s as well. Just to make things even more awkward. There's fucking Snake's Revenge. Metal Gear 1 came out on fucking Amiga or whatever, and then later on NES. And the Amiga version had a sequel, and the NES version had a sequel, and they're different games. They're like both completely different. I didn't play Metal Gear 2, any of them. And I only played the NES version of Metal Gear 1. I didn't get very far in it. Oh, that could have been a kill punish. In fact, he could have just done fuck Blanca players, dude. What if this was just not a down zip? What if he just fucking zipped forward? He had just a kill with zips there, but he tried to use the wrong meter. That's a shame. He's like, I'll do a super bar combo, but he should have used a trigger combo. Because a super bar combo is a million times better 90% of the time. But that was that 10%. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was unsafe from Daigo. Oh, that should be it. Very good punish. So I didn't know about this, but apparently Death Stranding is supposed to be a lot of reused assets from Silent Hills. I don't know about reused assets like you know models and stuff. Oh, we just watched this one. But reused assets like uh, ideas, supposedly. Death Stranding sure seems like a horror game. I'm confident that. Oh, yes! I very rarely see those, but they're always so cool. So here's our boy Bonchan. Oh, punish. That was so low. Surprised about that EX use. Even, I think, regular, heavy lightning legs would have killed. More important to win the round than win it clean, though. Damn, that was nice, too. Good lord. That jump, Chun-Li wasn't doing anything, she's still in A tier. That was a punish. Chun-Li's generally pretty good at punishing that. Especially if she's got a bar. Hi, everyone. Oh! That fell out. Rarely do you see that. Uh-oh. Got a punish on that V reversal because of that. This is angry now, Bonchan. I don't think I've ever actually seen an Ash use VT2. I labbed it on my own. They buffed VT1 recently in 3.5, and the buffs are actually really good. It's got very little recovery now, so you can do like low forward VT1 stand fierce and whatnot. That's pretty great. But I'm kind of sad because VT2 looks cool. I'd like to see some use out of it. I don't know if it's good. I'd like to see its potential, really. He might have had super after that back fierce. I think he did. That's a juggle aura combo. Was that a link? Did he just link a far fireball into a super? Did I miss that? Is that what I saw? Yeah, link super after the far fireball. That's cool. Very nice confirm. Chun-Li has such neat conversion options. I love when I see like like mid-range low forward at DX fireball and then link light spinning bird. That's so funny that that works. Yeah, it's all I've been watching. I'm between games right now. Missile conversion. Aren't there like 7 dot hack games on PS2? Or is it 4? I never beat Okami. Okami's one of those games where you think it's over and then it's actually twice as long as you thought it was, right? It's like a false ending. I probably didn't even get that far in it, because I didn't get that far. Didn't get to the false ending. Yes. That was a scare factory mirror right there. Oh, that's unfortunate. I really like the way that Urian's charge heavies work. That's something you didn't have in Third Strike, but it ends up being really cool. Both the cancel from Stand Fierce, like, you know, the link out of the overhead from Stand Runhouse, and the links out of Stand Fierce as well. Using them to counter poke and stuff. That was something else. I think whiff punishing in general is a fucking awful place in Street Fighter 5. I love games with a fake ending. What about games with a fake ending where it has a real ending? And you only have to like it. The fake ending is a real ending, and you only get the game to be twice as long as you do something properly. If you get bad end in Order of Ecclesia, or if you don't fucking do all the right shit in Symphony of the Night, you miss like half the game. You miss like a ridiculous amount of content. Will we ever see an Akali player use the BT2 shout? I've seen it like once. That was a nice mirror. Cute. Nichigen versus Uria. Oh, he got the counter hit low strong and wanted to stand strong link, but he was just a bit too far away. That works though. And it's a counter hit only combo, and he saw the counter hit. Each Nissan only overhead would hit there. He couldn't hit with a grab. It's too far away. I think Sakura is pretty good here. I don't know, like, deep enough. It's not like there's a lot of good Blanca players. Sakura has a lot of punishes, though, and good normals to hit to dodge frame traps. He had activate there. Didn't take it. I would have. On that Crush Counter Stamina. Crush Counter Stamina and activate gives you dash in, stand strong. Circle of the Moon is the GBA one, if that's what we're talking about. Combining Castlevania titles, I think. Right? Oh, that hit grounded. Circle of the Moon is a bog standard Metroidvania. It's good. It's of like generally high quality all throughout. I don't like the DSS system, but the rest of the game was really good. It's a little more level based. I feel like in most Metroidvanias, your level doesn't really matter at all. Oh, there is a Curse of the Moon. I feel like a lot of boss fights were like really hard if you were underleveled. I feel like your level actually kind of mattered in Circle of the Moon. That's one of my two complaints. And the other one is that I fuck DSS. I don't give a rat's ass about DSS. That was a nice jump. It's bad overhead. Rarely is Sakura's overhead good. Rarely overhead's good. That's what it really comes down to. Sakura's overhead isn't even bad in the context of overheads in this game. It's got nice range. Nice jump. Nice conversion. Super cancel would have been pretty good there. I didn't even play Harmony of Dissonance. Played the other two GBA ones. I gotta play that on stream sometime. Blind Castlevania playthrough. I like all the other fucking Metroidvanias. It's weird that I passed on that one. I don't like Dawn of Sorrow that much. That's okay. I like the Souls a lot. With Dawn of Sorrow and, whatever the other one, Aria of Sorrow. Kazunoko versus Bonchan, huh? Anyway, I like the souls, but the idea of getting all the souls sounds like the biggest fucking nuisance. I would hate to like 100% either of those games. But the idea of being able to pick up like a quality or an attack from like every enemy is pretty fun. And to be honest, I liked Soma. I liked most of the characters. Arikado. The Parry. Symphony is probably my third or maybe second favorite. I like Order a lot, and then I like Rondo. My top three is those three in some order. I always like Metroidvania more than Classicvania. I did play the Rondo remake on PSP. It's fantastic. Oh, that was it. From the low jab and from the low forward, he could have gotten kills. Could have confirmed kills. Oh. It didn't hit. Shinoa acute. Shinoa cameoed in another Castlevania. Is there anything more lewd than a woman's bareback? What if that dizzied? Playable is a lot more than the cameo, isn't it? That's a nice thing strong. You could empty canceled it. There's no range it could have hit unless it was hitting a normal, which it did. Oh, that was nice. I'm sure he had something there. Even if it was like EX Mujin or something. I don't know how that good that is as an empty cancel. I don't know if that works at all ranges of fucking far strong. Ugh, 5 normals. He had plenty of walking into, but still nasty. Kami's gross. These boots aren't big enough for you? How big do you want them? It was gonna kill after, it was gonna kill in that context, that empty cancel. So key wasn't really a factor. And the bar was just guaranteeing the round. I feel like it's generally worth spending a bar to end a round, basically regardless of health. 3 bars I'm less dedicated on. There haven't been a whole lot of Lauras lately, have there? I feel like Laura and Mika both go in and out of fashion together. More Lauras, less Mikas, and vice versa. He didn't see it in time. I usually see that block in time, but not always. I think that was blockable. Huh. He went for towards fierce. There's no reason to have Ding anymore. It hadn't gotten used in a long fucking time. I think I took it out. Some things I really like about Laura's design, some other things I'm not crazy about. The fireball's pretty neat. She's there. She's definitely like the flowchart. Even now, she's like the flowchartiest character in the game. No escape from that. Nice. Oh, he had a link. He can get it. This probably kills if he does the right combo. That was not the right combo. He had like a slight walk back into fireball into like jumping combo, I think. I forget what it is in the corner. Or it might be slight walk back into fireball into like walk in, low forward, dash punch into towards fierce. Fierce, heavy, whatever bullshit. He definitely had a kill combo. Laura has a lot of stuff she can do there, and that was not optimal. I think what I did was, it's like slight walk back. It's quarter circle back and then hold back for a few frames before you do it, and then you charge a heavy fireball, and then you do towards fierce, and then you do another towards fierce. And the second one you confirm into the towards fierce TC. Did I hear an EX move? Sad. Get that activate, but there's not even an anti-air you can go for. Must be nice to be Ryu. Have an invincible DP. Shame everything else about Ryu sucks. Must be nice to be Akuma. Nice. He went for fucking electricity there. I'd have gone for elbow and a heartbeat. Nice. That's a nice little empty cancel counter poke. What is that? Every time he does back throw, he's doing dash in, stand jab. Like every time, with 100% consistency. I thought that was minus now. Akuma should have more tools. It's everyone else that's wrong. Everyone else should have even more tools than Akuma needs. Give Akuma 3 things and give everyone else 20 things. Akuma's in the right spot, they need to fix every other character. Give Ryu back medium kick. Force stand, 5 frames. That's what I want. I want Ryu to have Akuma's medium kick. That would make Ryu into a fun character in 1 second. That's all it would take to make Ryu good. He could have DP'd after that backdash. That was pretty good. So I hear you can pick Akuma online in 30th anniversary in Street Fighter 2. In addition to all the old characters. Picking Akuma in ranked. That's some cancer. Akuma invalidates like 90% of the cast. Like everyone except like fucking Sim maybe. Or maybe Vega. When I was at Wednesday night fights a couple days ago, there was someone doing some stuff with Old Hawk in ST. It was kind of neat watching him. Old Hawk is usually regarded to be one of the only characters where the old version is definitively better than the new. He couldn't do the infinite though. But he liked Old Hawk for other reasons. Nice catch. Not letting her move. Good little pickup. They're like, some of them are better. His body splash is better. His low strong is better. His... I forget, there's like a few. He's got like 4 normals where the old version is way better. The rest of them are mostly interchangeable. But yeah, the safe jump OS is the main reason to play him. The thing about Hawk, I think this is true for even new Hawk. The thing about Hawk is that he has no whiff animation on his command grab. Which means that if you do the command grab with a negative edge, it has literally no commitment whatsoever. Honda has the same OS, but T-Hawk sets itself up. Honda's doesn't loop and T-Hawk's does, I think. Or Honda's might loop with the right screen position. T-Hawk can do jump jab OS. Or he can do a jump jab safe jump. Where if you DP, he lands and blocks your DP. But if you don't DP, then he chains into low jab. And then if you, that one's uninterruptible, I think, from the jump jab because it's just a block string. And then he can do a negative edge SPD. And you can't jump out of that because you can't jump out of throws in ST. And if you DP, there's no commitment, so he's just releasing the button, so he just blocks your DP and then he throws you. And if you don't do a DP, then the negative edge, or if you don't become unthrowable in some way or another, then the negative edge SPD comes out and grabs you. And if he gets the command grab, since literally every one of those leads to a command grab, if he gets the command grab, then he can do another safe jump jab. So technically speaking, if you've got good enough execution, Old Hawk has an option select infinite, but the only player I've ever seen really go for it is Damn Die. Time to find some Damn Die O-Hawk footage. O-Hawk is like kind of bad, but having an infinite is kind of a big deal. Nice. Doing that OS without jumping and getting nice consistent like earliest frame negative edge SPDs. Timing the safe jump. There's a lot of things about it that are all pretty difficult. This Mika play is really good. I think most people like new Ken more than old. It's like pretty split for Ken. Old Ken has no super and no ability to tech throws, but invincible on the way up. Fully invincible on the way up for every DP. I think there might be another change as well, like an important one. Ken Super is usually not anything to write home about. Usually don't care about Ken Super. Most Supers are safe in ST, but I think Ken's is really unsafe. There's like a lot of people who pick old Ryu as well, because Ryu also has invincible on the way up DPs. But losing Ryu Super is a much bigger deal. Most Supers aren't that great in ST, to be honest. The ones you can confirm are pretty good. Or the ones that lead to high damage and are invincible or and safe, like Chun-Li's. Oof. I would say Ryu Super is one of the better supers in the game. Probably like top 5 supers, top 3 maybe. Boxer Super is pretty fucking great. Chun-Li Super is maybe top 1. Vegas is very abusable, but I wouldn't call it that great. It's just more cheap than anything else. A lot of supers literally don't matter. Like Zangief or T-Hawk, their supers are 720s. But like by the time you even have the super, you're probably within one throw, one regular SPD of killing the opponent anyway. So it's not really a big deal. And then a lot of supers are just like an invincibility option. It's like you can't. It's hard to be invincible with Honda, at all. The super works. And then some supers you can just tag on in a juggle for like a couple hits. Like I think FaZe is like that. Definitely DJs. Yeah, I mean, being able to confirm a super at all is pretty great. Even if you're only getting 2 hits of DJ super, it's still doing pretty good damage. That was pretty wild. Oh, I might have to find some. I might have to find some footage. Oh yeah, nice damn Dio Hawk. Let's see if he goes for it. Let's see if he gets it. Ken is one of the harder characters to do it on, because Ken actually has reversals. Oh no, that hard DP recovers real quick. That was a reset into the SPD. React to Cody Showcase. I haven't watched it yet. I might not do that yet. I might do it, but I might not do it yet. Might do that tomorrow. I kind of want to lie down before work. I was up for a fuck long time yesterday, and then I only got 8 hours sleep, which is, you know, on any other night would be a great amount of sleep for me. Oh, it begins. T-Hawk's normals are actually pretty good. I don't know if I call them pretty good. They're workable. Lots of range, okay hitboxes, not a lot of commit. I don't even know if T-Hawk's DP would have worked there. I don't know how much invincibility he has. Generally speaking, T-Hawk's DP is not very good. COS. Might have gone for there too. I don't know if Ryu has a punish for Hawk Dive. It looks like Ryu doesn't have a punish for a Hawk Dive. Probably got an anti-item. Oh, it worked. Oh yeah, the blood. Remember that shit? Remember bleeding? I like how characters seem to change sizes whenever they... Oh. Maybe because he connected that jump jab pretty high up. You must defeat Shenlong. There it was. The win quote. Yeah, I know Sim can punish it with like hard kick or something. Sim has a punish. I think Boxer as well with like a dash punch. And Sagat with a fireball, perhaps. Not a super common thing. OS grab, OS grab, OS grab. That was it. That was the infinite. We saw it. And theoretically, Ryu can't DP out of those because T-Hawk would just be able to block them if the OS is done correctly. That was cool. I found this footage specifically looking for that, and now we're seeing it. Yep, there's the block. I'm guessing Balagla dash punch punishes it. I imagine it would. Oh, I missed it. That was button release SPD there, but he probably did it while Ryu was still unthrowable. If you do it too early, Ryu will still be in hit stun from the jab. Tiak has a safe jump off of a throw. I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. I see that all the time from Ken and Boxer. Never seen it from T-Hawk. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's beautiful when it works. Very interesting character. Sim. Pretty sure this is a counter pick of sorts. I mean, Dalsim's like a top tier. And he has a lot of punishes for T-Hawk stuff. But Sim's reversal options are some of the worst in the game. I think he's unable to use reversal super. Or like something. He can only use... There's like a glitch where he can only do a reversal super if the last special move he used was a super. Or like something like that. Which of course probably isn't true. Because you would need 2 supers per round. He also can't do a reversal teleport unless the same condition the last special move he did was like a fucking teleport. or something. There's something that makes reversal teleport incredibly picky. There's a bug. There's a bug that makes reversal teleport far worse than it should be. Well, so much for Sim. That's not really that much damage on an SPD. Doing a quarter of your health is about how much SPDs do in almost every Street Fighter. And this is a game where everything does really high damage. This is a game where 3 fireballs in a row will dizzy you. 1-6 for the really weak ones. There are a lot of SPDs even now that do about 200. On the very low end, it goes down to like 160, which I guess is pretty low, or at least a lot lower than 250. I think in Street Fighter 4 it did 230, which is about a quarter of your health before Guts. That's the heavy one. For the light one, it was like 170. Quite a big damage dissonance there. 230 versus 170. Nice. Oh, and it did. Here's part 2. Yeah. Cancelable sweep has been something Ryu's had about as often as he hasn't had it. They're like very on and off about Ryu's cancelable sweep. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It was there in Cross Tekken, I think, right? Pretty sure he had a cancelable sweep in that game. Technically in Marvel he has it. Nice cancelable sweep. OS. I wonder if jab DP whiffs on that meaty stand jab. Or if I wonder if it would just beat that meaty stand jab. Wasn't there a really big grapplery-ish Native American in Power Stone as well? Why do Japanese people think that's a thing? Oh my god, so much damage on that. I suppose Canada had Native Americans. They were probably pretty cold. Indigenous peoples. I forget the Canadian name for. I think it's First Peoples. Yeah, First Nations. Old T-Hawk has better normals than new T-Hawk, and the super basically doesn't matter. There's a little bit more to it than that, but that's the very basic lowdown of it. Missed the negative edge fireball or SPD again, or maybe he was too far away. Ah, it was enough with just chip. These matches are so quick. It's refreshing. Is that a super he went through? Take it back. T-Hawk's DP must have okay invincibility. Technically, it was Turbo that initially did that, and Super Turbo just kept it going. Imagine if that happened nowadays. Imagine if they were like, Street Fighter 5 is just running a little bit too slowly, so we're going to make everything 1.1 times speed. 1.2. That'd be interesting. Street Fighter 5 feels like about the right speed to me, as well as 4. I wouldn't make any speed changes to it, faster or slower. Yeah, Turbo was a big increase. It's like hard to go back and play like fucking Hyper Fighting or whatever. It's hard to go back and play Championship Edition or Super. I think Turbo was Hyper Fighting, right? I don't know. It does look like Bob from fucking whatever, Fatal Fury. Is it over? You got reversal Tatsu, and it worked. The light kick. I love how the music changes when low HP. Bring black, bring back blue hair Ryu with the hair that's so black that it's like bluish. That's what I want. Nice. That was actually really good. Let's watch that round again. These conversions are not so easy to get. Why is T-Hawk so mean? Oh, it's over. That just killed two. You can have so many matches at this game in such a small amount of time. They were doing 3 out of 5 at Wednesday Night Fights in ST. There were only a few consoles doing Third Striker ST. VSAV can take a really short time or a really long time depending on how well you conserve your HP. I kind of dislike that about the HP recovery system. The white health. That jump back was a failed SPD for sure. Meanwhile, fucking Dragon Ball Fighters took so long. I mentioned this earlier, but I was waiting for a match in Dragon Ball Fighters. Or like, my opponent was on stream in Dragon Ball Fighters. Before I could play him in Third Strike. And he took, like, it was like fucking 30 minutes that I was waiting for him to finish one set in Dragon Ball Fighters. I was fucking twiddling my thumbs waiting. I was like, what is this? I'm probably gonna go lie down a bit before work, so I'm nice and rested, because I still feel like I'm missing sleep. And then I'm probably gonna make some Third Strike videos after work, maybe. We'll find out.